The airmen from the active duty 388th and Reserve 419th Fighter Wing arrived at Spangdahlem Air Base, Germany, on Wednesday, according to an Air Force Reserve statement. Despite the recent movement of the U.S. forces and military hardware into Europe, American troops are far outnumbered by the estimated 150,000 troops Russia has sitting on the Ukrainian border. The U.S. officials have described the movement of American forces as an effort to reassure NATO allies that the U.S. will help defend fellow NATO members. Matt Fritz, commander of the 419th Fighter Wing, said his airmen train specifically for moments like these and they're ready to join the growing show of force. A group of reserve F-35 pilots and maintainers have joined our active duty counterparts in a deployment to the region and stand ready to support increased security for our NATO allies, Fritz said in a press release. The F-35 sent out of Utah were the most recent deployment to Europe and the latest assistance the U.S. Air Force has provided to help bolster NATO's defenses against Russia. On Monday, 8 F-15E Strike Eagles from the 336th Fighter Squadron, 4th Fighter Wing, at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in North Carolina deployed to Lask, Poland. Additionally, 6 KC-135 Stratomickers from the 100th Aerial Refueling Wing at RAF Mildenhall in the UK have been deployed to Ramstein Air Base, Germany. Airmen with the 435th Contingency Response Group, which helps set up makeshift airfields in combat locations, have also been relocated from Germany's Ramstein Air Base to Poland for possible assistance with Ukrainian evacuees. B-52 Stratofortress aircraft and personnel from the 5th Bomb Wing at Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota, arrived at RAF Fairford in England on February 10th for a scheduled training exercise, but also add to the growing American force in Europe. Earlier this month, C-17 Globemaster II transport planes from Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington, delivered supplies to help the U.S. with the Ukraine mission. Additional planes are coming out of Joint Base Charleston in South Carolina, a base spokeswoman told local media. Flight paths shared on social media by aviation enthusiasts have also shown large numbers of American surveillance aircraft in the region over the last week. These have included our Q-4 Global Hawk and MQ-9 Reaper drones, as well as Air Force RC-135EW Rivet joint planes used for electronic surveillance. This past weekend, 3 of the U.S. P-8A Poseidon surveillance aircraft flying over